celebrating 35 years of sharing the holiday season. It's KIII's Share Your Christmas Food Drive, supporting the Coastal Bend Food Bank.
Well, hi there, everybody. I'm Joe Gazin, back out of retirement for Share Your Christmas. 35 years is quite an accomplishment, quite a milestone, and so they said, would you like to participate and just kind of reminisce with the executive director of the food bank, B. Hanson? I said, absolutely, why not? Why not
Absolutely.
choose this moment? And really, it's the first time. I haven't done anything on Channel 3 since I retired about a year and a half ago.
Well, thank you.
So.
I feel special.
Well, you are special. You are quite a lady, and you've been doing this yourself 25 years.
25 years, and Share Your Christmas is not Share Your Christmas without you, Joe.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. And really, I'm glad to be able to take part. It is an event that we at Channel 3 looked forward to every single year, and I'm not kidding about that. I mean it. We did, because it gave everyone such a great feeling.
It did. It was a city event or region event. Everybody got involved. There was a joy that happened within the people participating, and the children singing, and the schools giving food. It really has been a very special fundraiser, food drive, whatever you want to call it. But sharing Christmas.
And that is the thing that I guess may not be known by everyone, but we tell people, give and whatever you can, and help us make this a success. But the thing that we knew doing this for so many years is that the good feelings I was talking about come back to you when you give, when you are involved in something charitable like this. It's just a fact. It happens. And so why wouldn't you take part in this and not only help someone else, but help yourself?
I remember a lady that came and opened the trunk of her car right there at Channel 3, and she had a trunk full of food, and she said to me, when I needed it, you helped me, and I want to give back. And it really touched me. And that was the kind of things that we saw every time. Yeah,
every time. Every year you would find somebody who clearly was not in the best financial condition themselves at that moment. Yeah. But it didn't matter, because they knew how important it was, and they wanted to do whatever they could, no matter how meager. They wanted to do something to help.
To help. Yes.
Yeah, that's
in fact, the HEB on Port and Tarleton is a low-income area, right. And that throughout the years was one of the most productive HEBs when we had the cameras out there during Share Your Christmas.
And that's something.
And those are the people that receive our services, but they also had an opportunity to give.
Yeah. So, great stories.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Great stories, great memories that we've had over all of these years. And for me, it's been, I guess, at least the 35 of them.
You were there from the beginning, yes.
And I'll tell you what, we have had all kinds of weather conditions.
Remember that? Yes.
And I know that 5 years ago, more or less, we had a snowfall in Corpus Christi.
A good one, too.
It was so good, it covered the front lawn of Channel 3. Yes. And we invited the children who would normally participate to go out and have fun in the snow on our front lawn.
Yes.
And then I remember we couldn't pass up the opportunity to get involved, Katya and I, and so we went out there and we actually had a snowball fight.
Yes, I remember that. That was fantastic.
And our producer, Miranda, knows I got Katya that day. I got her. And it was so much fun. It's hard to forget those memories.
What do you guys think of the snow? Snowball fight. We can have a snowball fight. It's on. You ready?
Yes, I remember when Katya told the children, "You want to play on the snow?" And they all went, "Yeah!" And the parents and teachers went, "Oh!" because I knew they were losing control of the kids. But it was fantastic. It was
fun
great
to see. And then based on the fun that we had doing that, I remember talking to people who were willing to pay for trucking in snow
Yes.
Because there was
It
so
was
much
such
fun.
a good, yes, such a good scene that day. Another thing that I remember was when you decided that you wanted to try to drive the forklift. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I
that,
do. And
you learned eventually,
and
but
it
that
turned out. It turned out I was a very good
you were very good. Yes,
forklift
you
driver.
had a very good instructor.
In fact, I toyed with the idea of giving lessons. After that, not really. No, they were the real drivers were very kind, and they said, we'll show you exactly what to do. And fortunately, it wasn't that complicated, so we.
You got good at it, yeah.
But look, it was just some of the things that we've done over the years to make it enjoyable, and to show folks that, hey, we're willing to do exactly what we're asking you to do. Go outside your normal realm and be an active part of this, because it's a good cause. It's a great charitable thing to do, especially around the holidays.
It is, and so needed.
Yeah.
But it was long hours. We were there at 5:30 in the morning.
And you, young lady, were there from the very beginning till the very last
until
breath.
we closed. Yes, and I will get home and I will be achy. But it was such a high just being there during the day that it was well worth it. Yeah.
And so that's what we ask people to do every year, and we thoroughly enjoy it ourselves, and you get those good feelings. And you mentioned the need. I would have thought that that once you get things rolling and you get people in that kind of giving spirit, that maybe the need every year might go down, might be reduced a bit, but that's not what happened.
Unfortunately not. And the problem is there is so many emergencies, unforeseen emergencies. We've gone from a hurricane, and then we had a freeze.
Yeah.
And people that had never used our services lost all their food in the refrigerator and freezer, and they were coming to us. We had two hurricanes actually, and then we had the pandemic, and people were not working. And I will get calls, and people will say, "I saw some cars there that they were BMWs." Well, yeah, but that was the only car they had, but they didn't have a job, so they didn't know how they were going to make the payments on the car. But people needed food.
They did. And the area that you cover, how big is it?
11 counties.
11 counties. So, I mean, it is such an awesome responsibility, and yet somehow you haven't gotten tired of it.
No, I love what I can't believe they pay me to do what I love.
Don't say that, they might stop.
It's a privilege. It really has fulfilled my life.
Yeah,
I feel
and that is the thing. People. The number one question I get asked all the time is, how do you enjoy retirement? What's that like? And I got to tell them that it's wonderful. Now, the thing, of course, I also say is that I'm not officially retired. I retired from Channel 3, but I still am working. I have a production company that I run that keeps me going. But the difference is you get to do things, from my perspective, on my time schedule, whenever I want to do them.
Exactly.
And so that makes a huge difference for me. But the point I was trying to get to was the idea that when you do enjoy what you do for a living, which I thoroughly enjoyed my time at Channel 3, it was just a blast. It's not so much like working. Sure, there are days when you don't want to go in, you don't feel well, whatever, but in reality, if you enjoy what you're doing, it's just a pleasure, and you have been fortunate enough, just as I have been.
I have. And we are building a new building. We're going to have a larger facility, and we are going to be able to serve even better during hurricanes and any disaster that may come our way. And that's what we are. We're first responders, so we have to be ready. And it's very exciting. So I'm not ready to retire because I want to see that building.
Well, good for you. And it keeps you young. You're looking great, and it obviously agreeing with you. In terms of square footage, what you have now and what you're going to have, what is that?
We're going from about 162,000 square feet. No, we're going from 62,000 square feet to 108,000.
My goodness. So almost 4 times.
4 times. It's going to be huge, and all our programs will be under one roof, which right now we have two different buildings, and it's not, we are going to be really one team, and that makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, good for you. It just, you have been here to steward all of the changes, and there have been so many changes.
So many changes, yeah. But God is good. God is good. It's always, the community has responded amazingly well.
As they do when a good cause is demonstrated, as we've tried to show, over the years.
And that's why Share Your Christmas has been such a success throughout the years.
All right, folks. Well, if you want to share in those good feelings that we've been talking about, if you want to, experience the true Christmas holiday season, be a part of this. Be an active part of it. You will not regret it. It will make you feel great.
Absolutely. I agree.
All
yes.
right. So what do you think of the facial hair, by the way?
I think it's wintry.
Wintry?
Yes.
Well, it's probably going to stay for a while. I called it my COVID. The consensus is about 90% positive. My mother, my 93-year-old mother, hates it, but she's the only one that I know of so far.
It looks
anyway,
good.
folks, it's good to have been back and talking with my friend B. Hanson with the Corpus Christi Food Bank. Be a part of this. It's going to make you feel great, like we say.